three roles of the Speaker of Parliament. The three roles of the Speaker of Parliament: one is to oversee the House, because they are the ones who are the chairpersons of all the sessions or all the sittings of the House. Two, approvals of the national budget. And also three, trying to make sure that through the parliamentary commission to try to know the privileges and also the allocations for all the different persons in this country. The same question applies to new council members. However, we would like you to explain more the Speaker's role when it comes to the parliamentary commission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Speaker, people power, our power, Ra. Speaker is the chairperson of the Parliamentary Commission. The Parliamentary Commission is the body which does the administrative role of Parliament, including but not limited to the remunerations and determining administrative questions and issues which arise in day-to-day running of Parliament. If you allow me the latitude.
Thank you, Councillor. Mr. Salim. Mr. Salim. I will have Dr. Judith Kalukwa pose the next question.
Mr. Salim,
let's listen to the question, please.
The roles of members of parliament include representation. The number of youth in Uganda is between 78 to 80%, and that means the constituency of Kawempe North is mainly youth. How are you going to represent those young people with so many problems that they have? How are you going to represent them in parliament?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The majority of the population in Uganda, all of us will know, youth. But I'm assured they are not well represented in Parliament. Yet there are people who are supposed to represent the youth in Parliament. So I always advocate for the youth, so that they can be skilled, they can be employed, passing bills that they can be given cheap loans, soft loans, so that they can operate small business.
Thank you very much. The last two candidates will tell us one law for this section. The last two candidates are supposed to tell us one law. If they had 1 minute in Parliament, which law would they propose and table in the Parliament of Uganda? That is, starting with Mr. Luemba Luswa Mohammed. One law that you would pass in Parliament, that you would propose.
Thank you so much, moderator. People power, our power. Moderator, it's the age limit, because General Museveni for over 40 years is in power. Because so I want to be very clear when I enter Parliament. I want to fight hard, fight tiresomely, like my brother, the Honorable Sekirinya, to make sure that the age limit is being passed.
Thank you. The same question for Mr. Julia Saulo Ziwa.
When I go to Parliament, I will propose that we get a commission to look after the elections, to get a independent electoral commission, so that the president is not the one to choose those people on Electoral Commission.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear audience, we have completed the We are now going to go to a question that will be posed by my colleague, Dr. Judith Nalukwago, about National Unity Platform. The question is about the National
So you're going to tell us, just mention one value of National Unity Platform, then you expound on it, how you as
we are not equal at all. I will put my emphasis on justice so that we can help our country and we liberate all Ugandans. As you know, our grandfathers it seems we are not independent, so it is us to fight for our independence in Uganda.
President, moderator, discipline is one of the core values of National Unity Platform. And today, we are being disrespected by the so-called written propagandists that are being granted in the National Unity Platform. I will emphasize discipline once I enter Parliament. Corruption, I will fight tiresomely, Mr. President. Corruption, it has been a key factor in this uniting National Unity Platform. Thank you.
One value, 10 questions. I am the moderator. I always emphasize the point of in National Platform, all of us we are aware of that. Reliable is the main problem that we have here. With a problem, we have been we have seen them different professions.
let's give them a chance.
We represent people. But they are not able to speak. I always be like the people who need the platform. Thank you. Council members and one value and how you will espouse it in Parliament. Integrity. It begins with you as a person. You discipline yourself. You restrain yourself from taking what is not yours, what you are not entitled to. In that regard, I will restrain myself. I promote integrity, not only among the members of National Unity Platform, but also my fellow members of Parliament, because it is unconstitutional, it is illegal for one to do that which is contrary to integrity. We must practice good integrity even when we are not being watched. I thank you.
Mr. Seruma is going to speak about patriotism. as one of the values of NUP. So him as a member of parliament under the ticket of NUP, how is he going to advance our whole value of patriotism among the people of Uganda and also carry it on as a value of nationalism?
Thank you so much, moderator. But to my dismay, patriotism is not part of our core values. But still, I can be able to speak about it because when you look at the core values, there are basically 6, and among them, patriotism is not there. But still, patriotism is the love, the determination, the courage to speak up, to serve your country by respecting the Constitution, by abiding by rules and regulations, by electing able leaders, by being able to serve as part of the mandate of the people. So, being patriotic, you must be able to explain, being disciplined, being able to engage in whatever you're supposed to in elective politics, engaging in decision making. You must be there for your country. But still, just part of this, I want to tell you that another core value of the National Youth Platform is fidelity. You get it? Because the question you posed, I'm trying to really put across that fidelity is one of the core values, whereby we express the faithfulness to a personal cause or belief demonstrated by continued loyalty. So here, I promise my president that I will be loyal to the party, loyal to you, and loyal to everyone who supports the National Youth Platform. Thank you so much.
Okay, maybe point of correction is in the new constitution, we don't have fidelity, we have patriotism. So, but at least both of them are related, so that is good.
Thank you. Doctor, please listen to this question. Dr. Charles Rubagumya, you are a member of parliament for Kawempe North. We have a bill in parliament to extend the term of office of the ruling regime, and they need 1 vote for it to pass. Someone approaches you and says, I am going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North for your people. Please vote for this bad proposal. What will you do?
Good question. But what I would like to inform the general public that our party is a party for change, and the party which cannot be compromised. And one of the values of our party is integrity and honesty. As a person, we will give integrity and honesty. I cannot betray the people of Kawempe North Constituency. I cannot betray my party.
So we will reject the money for the hospital?
Yes, I will reject
and vote against the bad law.
Because building a hospital cannot bring up a change which we want. What we want is to remove the neutrality of President Museveni, such as we can be able to get our budget and use it the way we want as
So thank you very much. The same question goes to Kachika Frederick. Kachika, should I repeat the question? The question is, there is a bad law being proposed in Parliament. The ruling regime needs 1 vote to pass it. And they approach you and say, we are going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North, but we want you to vote for the bad law. What will you do?
Thank you.
1 minute.
Thank you. First and foremost, I, Kachika, I fully exhausted corruption and embezzlement. Nobody can give me that money, and I agree with him. So I'm concluding saying that I reject it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Seriko Moses, the same question.
Yes, sir.
Same question.
Yes, I cannot be allowed, sir. I cannot be allowed. Even I can box the speaker on that issue. I cannot be allowed. We are here for the power of the people, not the money. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere.
a certain village in Kawempe North. And in that same Kawempe North is where we find the National Referral Hospital. That is the women's hospital. So we have a value of service in anything. You are conflicted in a situation where there are no gloves in the hospital. And you people have told me there are no gloves, but these same people need to be worked on. And the doctors are telling them you have first to buy your gloves outside the hospital, then you come to work on you. What are you going to do as a member of parliament? Are you going to arrest the doctors? Are you going to buy gloves for your constituents? What are you going to do as a leader in terms of service?
Of course, the doctor is not the problem for the availability of those gloves. I know if the Ministry of Health, which is supposed to be in the position to serve all equipments of health services in that hospital, and for that matter, I'll bring the press. I'll go first to the Ministry of Health, see the Minister of Health before going to the Parliament. So I go to him and ask him.
I'm sorry for interrupting. It's an emergency, the patient. It's an emergency. It's quick. We need to.
Okay, with that quick one, of course, as a member of Parliament, I have to improvise means so that that patient doesn't die. And then later on, I got the ministry to address the matter, and if it refuses, then I got the Parliament, the podium, to say the problem in my area. Thank you.
Mr. Madam, you're the last candidate to speak about this. I'm going to ask you again on the value of patriotism. How are you going to advance it? Because that is the value of your party. How are you going to advance it among the people of your constituency, but also among the people of Uganda? Because you're going to not only represent your constituency, your NMP is going to make laws that affect the general population of Uganda.
Thank you very much. Patriotism goes hand in hand with fidelity. As a member of Parliament, I would really implore my constituents, my fellow comrades, to love their country. And how do you love your country? By doing things that are within the law, by promoting what is right, and then disdaining what is wrong. That's how I would do as a member of Parliament. And actually, as a leader in my area and as an emblem of NUP in my area, I have been preaching that. I've been preaching patriotism. I have been preaching fidelity to the party and love for our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next question is tricky, and we want to be fair. So how it's going to be answered is by a symbol. Every candidate will come here and do this, or that, and make sure that their friends don't see the answer. Our judges are the ones to see the answer. Because if they speak, some people are expected to know the answer. We want to be fair so that people do not know the answer. This is the question. Which chapter of the 1995 Constitution, in which chapter of the 1995 Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms located? You come to the front. If it is found in chapter 1, if it is found in so you come here and show us, the judges will record the answer. Is that clear? Is that clear? So let's start from here. Which chapter of the Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms? Done?
Yeah.
Nalukwago.
Nenge mubitegedde bulungi oba mbe banyinyole naye ensereko yatuleke ensonga zetugendamu za ddala ensonga zetulimu za ddala bakola bamunyago babikola dda nsereka atuleke twagala kujjako mu 7 si comedy.
Let me take this as a follow-up question from the previous question. You've seen what has been happening with the Supreme Court, where there was a judgment on the release of political prisoners. You know, most of these political prisoners are actually NUP supporters, and many of them are from your constituency, Kawempe. You as a member of Parliament, what are you going to do? One, to make sure those political prisoners are released, because they are failed to release them even with a judgment. Two, moving forward, what are you going to do to make sure such cases are not taken to the military court? Remember, the person you're replacing was also a political prisoner.
I beg your pardon, madam.
You've had the judgment from the Supreme Court.
I've not had it.
So if you already had it, it's okay. Let me change the question. I'll pose that question to the next person.
Thank you, madam.
What is
Tewedde ruling ya court ya high court nakatana juli atagambyongerako.
There has been that judgment. X that you don't know.
I have not heard about it.
Yes. But at the same time, we have NUP and other political prisoners. There is Dr. Bessie J, we have here Bobby Young and others who are in prison. Even the person sitting next to you has been in prison for 1.5 years. The person you are replacing as member of parliament was a political prisoner for 2.5 years. What are you going to do? One, to stop Ugandans from being taken to military courts. Two, is the ones who are in prison. What are you going to do about it? Because there was a ruling, a judgment, struck a judgment to release them, but they are not released up to now. What are you going to do about it?
I will take government to court such that I can take government to court such that we can talk about that so that our prisoners are released. I will take government to court. That is the answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The same question applies to Mr. Kachika. What will you do about political prisoners?
The problem we have, this regime, 6 to 7 got power in 1996. He has done people, has killed our people, he has beaten our people, many people are suffered. So as Kachika has been elected as a member of parliament, I can pass a law that favor the political no, not the political prison. The political party.
Thank you. What do you do about political prisoners?
Dear members of the audience, we have 2 more questions and we will be done with the English version. So please bear with us. We're bringing this to a close shortly.
Same question. Okay, thank you very much. After we don't have the, we don't have the problem of social prisoners. Anyway, there are so many problems about violation of human rights. Our innocent Ugandans have been abducted. Innocent Ugandans have been disappeared and their bodies. Some Ugandans are kidnapped day and night. So, the only solution we can for such a problem, I told you, is to get the struggle of removing the dictator. That's the commitment. You are, and actually, as a part of the thing, you have to go on that level of removing the dictator. Mr. Engineer Senkungu, which committee of parliament would be the best to deal with the issue of political prisoners?
The issue of political prisoners, you find that we have the Committee of Internal Affairs. So because you find that the most of the political prisoners are under prisons. Prisons is still holding them. Yet already we have basically about two committees: the Committee on National Law and Guidance, and also the Internal Affairs Committee, because they need to be removed from prison, but there are some few procedures which are supposed to be done. But we should not relent. We should continue pursuing on all channels which we can be able to do so that they get out of prison.
Thank you, Council members. Which committee is responsible for human rights in Parliament?
On human rights, it's Human Rights Committee.
Thank you. I'll give the mic to my colleague. Pose the next question to Mr. Serentina Salim, Mr. Kawempe, and Mr. Kule.
Mr. Salim, do you believe in one of what your colleague said about that our major problem is removing the dictator? All these things don't matter, but removing the dictator? You believe? First I yes, then I ask I yes or no, then I ask the next question.
Yes, I believe with you.
Okay, so if you believe that that is the most important issue, why are you standing as a member of parliament? Shouldn't you be home trying to remove the dictator?
I stand as a member of parliament because I do believe that the member of parliament has the powers to determine how the dictator can be removed.
Please explain a bit more. How does a member of parliament remove a dictator?
There is a law in parliament that mandates that there is a law in parliament that provides or helps a member of parliament that can decide on how to remove a president of a nation.
Mr.
Magala, do you believe that same? Do you believe that our major role is to remove the dictator?
Our greatest challenge in Uganda is the dictator, and that is General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who should be removed with all possible means available and within the law.
So as a political prisoner, what are you going to do different? Because when you were in prison, it was the same case that you are in prison. What are you going to do different as a member of parliament in order to remove the dictator?
Thank you very much. One, there are two opportunities. The first opportunity is availing itself now. We are headed for war. This is a front we are going to use to show a protest vote. The first opportunity is this protest vote of 2025 in Kawempe Division North. Actually, when we get the opportunity, we shall voice out ourselves host. And this goes to Justice Simon Biabakama. Should we play around with the vote of the people of Kawempe? Should we play around with the mandate of the people of Kawempe? We are ready to take him home. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, do you agree also to the same question, or do you disagree?
I agree.
So, what are you going to do
As a member of parliament, when elected in office, I want to advocate for rule. I want to advocate for the rule of law, because what is fomented us most is the rule of law. For example, the Supreme Court has just given a ruling, and we want to thank the Honorable Kabaziguruka for challenging the Constitutional Court. So now when I'm in Parliament, I will put the Commission of Human Rights accountable, and as a member of Parliament, I will make sure that all laws that are being passed in Parliament, they are in the favor of Ugandans. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Finally, for now, Mr. Kulia Sauloziwa, same question.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I'm voted an MP of Kawempe because this government, they are not working on the laws, and we want to remove this government. I will only mobilize my people of Kawempe North to put this government on placer, because we want to remove the dictator, and I will be teaching people on how we can remove a dictator, because it is us who can remove this government. When we are together as Ugandans, we can remove this government, even if it is today. They can just move away. If we can even move from now and we say enough is enough for Uganda, they can move. I will only mobilize the Ugandans to know their rights so that we can remove the dictator.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues in the audience, Mr. President SG and others, we have an opportunity to the candidates. Those at the back, please. Thank you. Okay, this is a quick question, no need for, maybe you can just tell us why. Please follow the candidates. Amongst your fellow candidates, which one do you admire and why? Which candidate amongst your opponents do you admire and why?
None of these candidates.
Thank you. You also admire none?
Admiring for someone is a sin. Therefore, I cannot admire for someone.
Thank you.
I cannot admire anyone. Maybe my president, Mr. Kabra, but not this one. I'm the best candidate for the post of Kawempe North. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Among the candidates seated here, I would admire my brother, Council Eliaslu. One, for his espousal of the rule of law.
I admire myself because I'm the only one who has been representing the people. You are the issue for the family, you are the dictator, don't reign. So I
Ayadimaya Salinu Sirungoma. The man has a blow. The other election he contested as a member of parliament. He was the second. So Ayadimaya Salinu Sirungoma. Thank you. People power.
It's a very challenging question. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me the latitude. We are endowed differently. Mother Teresa says that I can do what you cannot do. You can do what I cannot do. Together we can do great things. All of us here are talented differently. I'm unique. This brother of mine is unique. Everyone here is unique. But we are all endowed differently. You cannot fail to admire something from someone. All of them, I have something to admire.
As you know, we have a cause why we are here. The main cause we have is to remove a dictator. That dictator has ruled us for about 40 years. Now it's going 40 years. He has been ruling us with some other people on the side of opposition. This is why I'm not going to admire anyone. I only trust my heart. And we are here on serious issues of removing a dictator. I am only the one person who can remove this dictator by educating others so that we can be free in Uganda and get our freedom. People power! People power! Our power! It's a great opportunity to be here. Our president and all the members of the unity platform, all my fellow contestants, you are all good people from different walks of life, from different professions, from different backgrounds. We are all here for one cause: serving the people of Kawempe and Uganda at large. I appreciate all their efforts. I appreciate all their charisma. I appreciate everything. But on a lighter note, just one person, I don't know, we're in high school together. He happened to be my head boy. We are Kawempe Muslim, but now we are here vying for the position of Kawempe North. Personal caller. He was my head boy when I was in Kawempe Muslim. You get it? But now we are here. So let the best candidate win. Thank you so much.
Dear audience, the final question for the English session is going to be posed by my co-moderator, Dr. Nalukwabu, please.
Let's to my final question, and I'm going to start with Alison University area. I'm going to give in 1 minute, you're going to tell us the village you stay in, the parish you stay in, what is the major economic activity of that area, and as a member of parliament, how are you going to help people advance that economic activity area so that they get more money of
Thank you very much. The village is Kalule Zone, Kawempe 1 Parish, Kawempe North Constituency, Kawempe Division, Kampala. That Kalule Zone is largely industrial area, especially along Bombo Road. We have a number of employees, casual laborers there, but they have challenges. As you know, we don't have a minimum wage in Uganda. So, to improve their conditions and their pay is key if we are to help them as leaders.
How are you going to improve the pay, you as a member?
Advocating for a minimum wage. Other working conditions.
Next, I'm going to go to Mr. Kulia South. You're going to tell me how many parishes make up Kawempe North constituency. How many parishes and
Thank you, moderator. It is 9 parishes which make up Kawempe North.
Hello, Lita. Mr. Zereko Moses, could you tell us those parishes that make up Kawempe North constituency?
Thank you, madam. There are 9 parishes. The first one is the Kikaya, another one is Waisawano, another one is Kanyanya, another one is Mpererwe, and so many others. They are named. I've answered the name. Thank you, madam.
Dr. Charles, I think you can help me answer that. Finish the parishes.
Let's listen. Dr. Charles is going to finish the parishes.
Okay. I'm going to start with
Sorry. Let's listen to the parishes that make up the constituency.
Kewando, Kaya, Komamboga, Kanyana, Mpererwe, Kawempe 1, Kawempe 2, Kankangola, Waise 1.
Thank you.
Also, you let's tell us where we should come from, the village, and what economic activity do most women in your area get involved in? And how are you going to help these women advance that economic activity so that we can get more money?
They have been forming different groups, and I have been supporting them economically. I also have a team around the place. It's been helping the masses to increase in their areas.
Miss Kawempe, can get the microphone. Which parish is the National Referral Hospital? And we have challenges. People there have complained of the fact that there is a lot of sewage coming from the National Referral Hospital. What I want to do to make sure that hospital in the area that you're going to represent works on its drainage, so that, because that medical waste, when it goes into people, you know the problem of Kawempe is sewage and other things. When people consume that sewage, they can get infected with diseases. So tell us your village, that village and the parish the hospital is in, and how you're going to solve that problem of sewage from the national referral.
Thank you, moderator. That is Kawempe 1 as a parish, and village is Falau. Moderator, I have been serving as a political assistant in that area, and a matter of issues arising from the hospital, I have been hand in hand with the KCCA because it's in charge of building trenches and reaching out to Ministry of Health for that matter, and it has been handled for quite some time. Thank you.
Is it trusted?
Mr. Magala, in general, I just want you to give us a general picture, because I know most parishes, people from different parishes, have different economic activities. What is the major economic activity of the people of Kawempe? Especially, I'm interested in the young people, because if you're representing people who are 78% of the population, you should know what they get involved in. What's their major economic activity? And what are you going to do to help them? Because